lot of go-go girls, a lot of old white men with Thai women. You can buy beer pretty much anywhere or just walk around on the street. Lots of strip clubs, lots of just music clubs, bars, places like that. All right, they're having a party just right here. Get yourself some drinks on the street. Oh my God, what do we have here? Whoa. Well guys, welcome in a new city here in Thailand. Welcome to the city of Pattaya or Pattaya or however you say it. Yes, I just come to this city today. It is about 5 o'clock in the afternoon right now. A really late start to the day, but we're gonna be here for a couple days. And already the trip coming here was a little bit unexpected and there were some hiccups along the way, which I'll tell you about once I get to the hotel and we check in. Well, checked into the hotel here. It is not the nicest hotel, but it is something that's just for 2 nights. And I want to tell you about the journey coming here because it was a little bit messy, right? So we went to the Ekamai bus terminal in Bangkok. And as we got there, some lady was shouting at us and was like, van, now, leave in 5 minutes, blah, 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 blah. 150. We were like, okay, sure, 150, whatever. I read online that it was 119 baht to take a bus to Pattaya. That's the big bus. So we hopped in a van. It was a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit more comfortable, and it was 150 baht. It's still a good price. We said, okay, let's go. Then what happened is we got in the van and we headed south, right? The van was absolutely packed to the rim. So there was really no room for anything. There was a bunch of suitcases in there. They were piling things together. And I said, okay, I'm not even gonna bother filming this because it's too uncomfortable. Everyone's too close together. But then we got to the Pattaya area here. And this van actually was supposed to bring us to the second road, which is like the really touristy area, right? But the traffic is so bad because it is Saturday that the guy was refusing to come to this area and he was just going south along the main highway. So we were pretty far out. And we were in this van with a bunch of other people. There was another local guy and he was the last one left and us. And he said, no, we're not getting out because they're supposed to bring us to the second road. He's been here before many times. And he said, they're just refusing and they're being lazy. So we were trying to get him to bring us to the second road so we didn't have to pay the price for another taxi, right? Or a moto taxi. But the guy was refusing to bring us. So we ended up having to get out at the highway and then catch a local little bus thing to get down to the main street here, which was only 10 baht. But it was a little bit crazy because the guy was refusing to bring us any closer to the actual central area of Pattaya like they're supposed to. Didn't bring us to a terminal or anywhere, just dropped us off on the highway. Maybe they're supposed to bring us closer, maybe not, I don't know. But it took a little while to get here. It was more than, I think, 3 hours because of traffic and the van was pretty hot inside. The AC wasn't that cool. But nonetheless, we're here in Pattaya and we're going to explore around tonight for the first day. So the hotel that we're staying at is decent, not the best, not the worst. It's something like $30 a night with breakfast included. We'll show you more about it pretty soon because there are 2 rooftop pools, I believe, and there is a barbershop attached and maybe like a massage room or something like that. Now we've just come outside to get some food and check out the local area and do some first impressions of this area. I'll tell you what, already it's a little bit overwhelming. Lots and lots of people here, tourists, locals. A little bit crowded, a little bit chaotic, but that is because it is Saturday here, so it is the weekend, probably the busiest time to visit in peak season right now. Well, it's only been about 10 minutes since I turned on the camera being outside, and there are a few things. There's a lot of food stalls, a lot of go-go girls, go-go bars, 7-Eleven, restaurants, a lot of old white men with Thai women, of course, that's a big thing here. Lots of cannabis. So there's a lot of international influence here. You have like McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, all those places, Hooters, all along the strip here. So many people go to those as is what they're used to. Alright, we just stopped in here at a restaurant. No idea what the name is. It's local, it's Thai, but it's near the ferry where the pier is at the southern end of the central Pattaya region or the beach area. And yeah, pretty chaotic walking around. And we're gonna sit down, eat some local food, drink some beer, and then probably head out to the walking street and the beach. Oh, look at that. That looks wonderful. All right, the food has arrived here. I got some like basil pork, minced pork with an over medium fried egg topped with it. And then also it is a preserved egg. I have never had a preserved egg before. And to be quite honest, I am a little bit afraid to try this because it looks really weird, really disgusting. But it might be good, so maybe I'll try it. Well, this is boiling hot right now. It's not boiling, there's no liquid in it, but it's definitely steaming hot. And I'm gonna try it out right here. It's like sweet, not spicy. Actually, the spice is like in the back of the throat and it's a little bit hot, but I think it's like pepper flakes. It's not like actual peppers, like the red sliced peppers. Wow, really good though. And then there's this thing in it. I have no idea what it is, but this is a good meal. Not bad. Rice, egg, steamed pork or minced pork, but I think we need to add some spice to that. Well, the worst thing just happened. Somebody didn't put the cap on all the way, so I tipped up the hot sauce to put it on it, or the chili sauce, and it just opened and fell right into it. So as I was just saying, the top of that spicy container just fell right off as I tipped it over because somebody didn't secure it maybe before they filled it, and then they forgot to put the cap on all the way. But they're gonna just exchange it and fix it up a little bit. I don't mind the spice, but that's obviously way too much spice. And I had one little bite of it with the sauce in there, and wow, it was really spicy. So hopefully they could take some of it out. Well, while they fix up my plate, at least I can drink my beer here. Singa beer, the #1 beer of Thailand, the original Thai beer. Pretty good. Definitely needed that today. I feel so bad to have them have to make my dish over again. That's what they're doing, but it really wasn't my fault because that container has grooves around it where the lid is supposed to securely fit and it shouldn't fall off, and maybe they were refilling it and it did. The cap just didn't get set back on the correct way, but yeah, things happen. And now we're gonna spend some extra time here, but it's all good. All right, the good news is I got a new bowl. No fried egg because I ate most of it, so it's fair, but they did redo everything. Thanks to them. Here you can see it's the preserved egg. There's like a casing of fat around it, or maybe that's like the egg white. I don't know what it is, but I think we should try it out. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, oh my God. This is like an explosion in my stomach probably. Oh my God. All right, I wanted to swallow it all before I could talk. That is interesting. Oh my God. I don't even know how to describe that. I've never had anything like that in my life. Oh my God. I don't know. You can taste egg, but at the same time, it almost tastes like you're eating like whatever's left over in the intestine after it's already processed and it's ready to go out. As disgusting as that sounds, that is so strange tasting. I don't know if I'm gonna eat the other side, but this is an excellent meal. Wow guys, I am incredibly full right now. That was really good. I ate almost everything. I ate about 1/3 of that preserved egg because it was very powerful. I could only take so much of the taste. It was an interesting taste, don't get me wrong, but not something I would eat on the regular or every day. But we did just leave that restaurant. It's right across from the ferry terminal. It has a big sign called Thai food. You will see it. Definitely recommend it. The food's really cheap. I paid 60 baht for my meal, and I believe the beer was something like 100 baht or 110 baht, but definitely super affordable. So check it out if you are in the area. But now we're gonna walk along the main road here. We're gonna check out the beachfront view. All the buildings are lighting up as it is dark, and it looks pretty beautiful. You can see it right here behind me. It's all glowing like Miami, kind of, if you've ever been to Miami or Panama City or Singapore, or any other big city in the world where there's a coastline. Spectacular views. So this might be hard to tell, but that little brown or black thing on the sand right there, that's a dog. That dog is just chilling out, relaxing, enjoying some night breeze, some night sounds of the waves right here on the beach of Pattaya. That's a good life right there. As I mentioned earlier, this is a first impressions type of video, first impressions vlog here in Pattaya, however you pronounce it. I'm never gonna get it right. But yeah, first impressions, and we're here at nighttime to really explore for the first time. And it seems like at the end of this pier over here, there is like a carnival, or what do you call that? Some sort of theme park. Maybe they're boats, they're all lit up. So according to my understanding from what I read on the internet, Pattaya, this area, is made up of like 3 sections kind of. There's like a north, there's a central, then there's the south. And right now we are in that like central area. This is where it's kind of like the cove that goes around. That's mainly central Pattaya, Pattaya Beach. And then when you get past the south sides where the Pattaya sign is right there, you can see it. That goes to some other beaches. And then on the northern side, there's more beaches that way as well. You can really see how it's lighting up behind me in the background there. My camera's probably not going to do it justice as it is dark and just doesn't do that well in the dark, but we're gonna see what happens. And after we check out this pier here, we're gonna walk back through the walking street, and I'm sure it's gonna get pretty lively over there as it's almost 8 p.m. and it is a Saturday night, so the go-go girls are out in full force and trying to catch as many men as they can, but not me. Guys, so you can probably see here, it says Speedboat Pier 2. There, oh wow, look at the flashing lights. I don't know, these boats over here, they make it look like they're patrol policemen or something. Thailand's police force. They're just speedboats that take them around to different places and possibly the islands. So as I was saying, here in this region, there are a couple of islands out there so you can go to. And you can take a day trip there with the ferry, or you can rent some accommodation and stay there for, you know, a week or a weekend or however long you want. And that's what we're gonna have to do someday. Probably not now, as this is a very short trip. This trip is to really test it out, to see what it's like here. It's really dark out here on the coast, and I should have took some videos earlier before it did get dark, but I can take some videos tomorrow. But I wanted to say, right here where the pier is actually, there's a massive condo that sits just left of the Pattaya city sign. And that big condo, or I think it might be a hotel or something, but it is completely abandoned, just like some of those towers that are in Bangkok. And it's almost like maybe the real estate company that owned it or whoever was building it ran out of money, and they no longer continued on building it and constructing it. And so now it just sits there, and it's a massive eyesore, because from here, it looks like it was going to be one of the biggest buildings. Maybe it will resume someday if some company buys it, but right now it doesn't look like it. It looks like a ghost tower. So what I did is I just walked out here towards the end of the pier just to have a look at these vibrant lights on these boats here. And that one behind me is called All Star. It is some sort of cruise boat, I believe. Maybe it's going towards the islands or not, I don't know. There's another one out there that has Chinese symbols all over it, so maybe it's a Chinese-owned company. And then there's some here and there also with lights, but most of them are just smaller speedboats sitting in along the coastline here. But yeah, we're on the south side at the Pattaya sign, so from here there's really nowhere to go unless you go over the little mountain view place and then to the other side, but that's not going to happen tonight. We're actually going to have to head back down towards the central area of Pattaya, explore that region, and get some more first impressions of this place. But so far, I like the scenery, the ocean feel. It really feels good to be out of Bangkok. I mean, this place is a little chaotic too. There's a lot of people, probably something like 200,000 to about 1 million with all the tourists, but it's different. I feel like the air is a little bit more fresh. You got a nice breeze, so I'm not sweating right now. If I was in Bangkok, I'd be sweating my ass off. And it's enjoyable. All right, guys, we're approaching the walking street now. Between the pier and between the walking street is a little area that is very nice. There's a very nice hotel to my right, and there's a nice restaurant below it. Across the street, there's like a beach buffet for 888 baht. Very nice place. You can see right here. That's the hotel. Nice places in between the walking street and where the pier is, but we're gonna enter the walking street. I don't hear as much noise so far. Maybe it's still early. It is only about 8 o'clock, like I was saying, so the party hasn't kicked up yet. All right, they're having a party just right here. Get yourself some drinks on the street. Oh my God, what do we have here? Whoa. Wow, they are deep frying so many insects. Scorpions, cockroaches, little shrimps. Oh, I cannot eat that. Do not touch. Who wants to touch those? Ugh. How funny is that? You have like some electronic music while you eat the bugs to help you get them down. Oh, I don't know, you'd have to pay me a lot of money. Check it out. You have the Russian tourist place here. Crazy Russian girls. Lots of people selling glasses though. Many glasses for very cheap, 50 baht. But you have all sorts of food here. Turkish food, kebab, Turkish ice cream. This place is a trick. Gotta watch out for them. All right, well, we've just been walking for a little while, and there are lots of clubs, lots of strip clubs, lots of just music clubs, bars, places like that. This is the party zone, the party heaven. Is the place you want to be if you want to get really drunk, waste all your money, spend it on girls. Oh, look, there's Muay Thai here. Let's check it out. As you can see, there is a Muay Thai ring right here. They probably pay to attract guests to watch them while you sit down, eat, drink a beer. Pretty cool. Wow, that walking street is something else. The only other way I can really describe it is as like strip club street, lose all your money street, things like that, because that's pretty much what it is. There's so many clubs, and quite interesting. Hello, peace. Yeah, really interesting place, and it's cool to walk through it, but probably to go from one end to one end is something like close to 5 to 10 minutes if you walk at a slow pace. And you definitely can sit there, hang out. They have a lot of offers like draft beer and happy hour for a cheaper price. Right now it's only about a little after 8, so it's pretty quiet, but I'm sure in a little bit it's going to get pretty wild in there. Maybe we'll go back, maybe not. We're gonna walk along the coast here and see how everything else is here and get some more first impressions of the area. Oh, lots of stray dogs around the beach, I guess. So if we talk about foreign businesses here in this region, I'm noticing a trend of which maybe minority groups are here or which foreign businesses are taking over. You have a lot of Indian restaurants, you have a lot of halal food, a lot of Turkish food, surprisingly. I didn't expect that. So you have a lot of kebabs and things. What else was there? The Arabic and the Indian region is like kind of close together. It's on the backside of the walking street, so everything's kind of smushed together, and then the rest of it seems to be pretty much Thai. So that's the main groups here. People from India, people from the Middle Eastern regions. Oh, I did see some like Italian, French type of clubs or restaurants, so there is a few of those as well. So along the beach here, there are many beach chairs and like little pop-up restaurants where you can sit, eat food, drink, and that's what a lot of people do during the day, even now in the evening when it's really cool. And then you have all the shops across the street where you can go into and do some shopping at nighttime as well. And I think there's lots of on the street around here as well. So there's a little something for everybody here. There they are right there. Wow, there was just some guy right here doing moon photography with his camera. I've never actually seen his type of camera. It was a really long zoom lens, and it didn't look like you can take it off with the camera. I don't know what type of camera it was, but he had some incredible shots of the moon. I tried to sneak in a little zoom with my camera to see what he was filming there, but I don't think I got it. Maybe I did. But wow, really incredible. You could really see the craters up close and everything. That was cool. A lot of people were stopping and looking at his camera, and he kind of like picked it up and was like, I'm gonna get out of here and go to an area where people aren't watching me. So this little area along the coast here, if I can describe it and try to make it very identical to something else or some other place in the world, it is like a Thai South Beach of Miami, because you have the beach on one side with all the restaurants and the shops on one side, and along the beach are people just chilling, people trying to catch a date, trying to catch a night out. So along the strip here, there are plenty of, you know, and as soon as they see the camera, they walk away. There's some right behind the camera now, and they're actually leaving, but I'm not going to put it on them because I don't want to be forceful or make it awkward. Literally every one of them that I've just passed in the last like 2 minutes, as soon as I get close to them and they see the camera, they just turn their back or they hide behind a tree. Because it's not legal, it's illegal, but people don't really do much about it. Alright guys, the camera's about to die, but I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna head back into the hotel for a minute, we're gonna rest up, I'm gonna grab another battery, and we're gonna head back out and take another tour as it gets later in the evening. Alright, we are back outside. There's a night market over here with a lot of food right in front of the mall, the Hilton. We're gonna go through here, check it out, maybe try something to eat, and carry on with this first impressions video of Pattaya. Once again, lots and lots of bugs. Insects, worms, scorpions. Wow, look at those scorpions. No thank you. But it is nice to sit along the side here, to just relax and sit along the coast. It's really cool to see all the boats sitting out in the water. There's lots of people just chilling out. You have this really big green beam that's just going up in the air towards the moon. I don't know why. Maybe to show that's where the walking street is or something. Yeah, it's pretty lively out here, and it's about 9:30 right now. And it doesn't seem like it's going to stop because it is a Saturday night, and Saturdays are usually the nights when people go the craziest, I think. That and Friday, of course. But one of the most fascinating things to do is just sit along this road or just walk up and down it and just people watch and see what people are doing. You know, some people are just hanging out, doing some activities, flying kites. The wind has actually died down, so there's not much flying of kites anymore. Plenty of people are drinking, smoking, talking. So interestingly enough, I just saw somebody go up to one of those women and collect the money. So some of them must be organized by some pimps or something like that. I don't doubt it. So the crazy thing is, that's the police booth right next to me. And right next to the police booth on both sides are lines of women. So they don't do anything. They know something shady's happening. All right, we're heading back down Walking Street for another walk as it is later in the night. It's much more crowded. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how many people like the camera. It is extremely loud, extremely chaotic over here, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm gonna show you it as best as I can and show you what's happening on Walking Street at this time. Do you want some? Wow, this place is absolutely just nuts right now. A lot of people are coming up to you with posters asking if you want to see a ping pong show. And their little display cards have full-on illustrations doing the, you know, what they do during these ping pong shows. Really, really crazy. There was a guy doing magic tricks, and he just like did a magic trick with cigarettes and made them disappear into somebody's pants. Kind of crazy, but it was really good. Lots of shit happening out here. It is completely wild, way more wild than Bangkok, that's for sure. This is like Khao San Road, but maybe on another level, I think. People have little pet cats out here. You just can tip them and you can pet the cat. Pretty cute. So here you can buy street corn. That's a popular street food item. They have ice cream right over there. Right here you have a lot of seafood on a stick. Some regular meat like hot dogs and mushrooms and things like that. You can buy your weed right there. They also have weed, henna tattoos, and much more. Everything is here on this street. I assumed that was scripted because he threw a punch and the guy like went to block it and he just kind of fell over. It didn't really look like he hit him too hard. But I wouldn't doubt if it's scripted and they get tips, but it's pretty cool. Well, that training right there is also a little bit of a scam. You pay, you tip or something, and you go and practice and you fight with them and they teach you how to like kind of hit and kick for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes in front of the whole crowd. But somebody comes up to you, gets your phone to take photos for you, so you end up having to tip everybody. That's the problem with that. You know, one of the other interesting things about this walking street is there's many people here live streaming. People are live streaming on their phones. Some people have cameras, but everyone wants to live stream it. Maybe it's for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it be. All right, well, we haven't left the walking street, absolute chaos over there, and gonna hang out around the other area, the main street for a little bit, maybe get some food. I'm kind of hungry. I didn't get anything from those food stalls before, so I'd like to get something now. So the prices for a massage here are actually quite affordable. I've been seeing about 200 baht for 1 hour for a foot massage. Now the other prices for like oil massage, back, neck and shoulder, I'm not really sure how much it is, but it seems a lot cheaper here than it is in Bangkok. Obviously it's a smaller city, so that would probably be why. We're here on the road, I got a beer here, and apparently you can walk around with a beer. Many people are doing it, but I'm gonna sip this beer, gonna get some pad thai from this local stand here, go over to the beach right here behind the prostitutes, and finish the night there. This first impressions video is coming to an end. It's been a wild day, wild night actually, and this area is very, very shocking and interesting. Young man is a master at making pad thai. Alright guys, we found a place to sit down right in between some of the ladies over here, but this beer right here is a Carlsberg beer for 100 baht. That's a decent price for being draft beer. And it is really interesting how you can buy beer pretty much anywhere and just walk around on the street and no one really says anything. You know, maybe you get in trouble sometimes, but not that much. But I did pick up some local pad thai off the street there, as you can see here. It's a massive portion. I did choose chicken and it was 60 Thai baht for this entire thing. Here we go, we got the pad thai. Let's try it out here, 60 baht. Wow, that's actually quite incredible. Really good, really fresh, really hot. The chicken was raw and he put it on the thing and he, you know, put it all together with the noodles. Oh, put a little bit of spice on there. Wow, that's hot. The cool thing about this noodle stand is you can choose which noodles you wanted. You can choose from chicken, egg, and shrimp. I chose chicken. That's what I usually go with, but super good. And I chose the flat noodles as they are one of my favorites. This is a good way to finish the night here in Pattaya. The first day, the first night, the first impressions here, and we got a couple days here, so that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for a new video. Peace.